So something that I've been wanting to talk about for a while is actually the what happened in, I believe it was 2009 or 2008. There was on the Greyhound bus going from Edmonton to Winnipeg, or other way around. There was a guy with schizophrenia who he killed. He not only he killed, kept stabbing one of the people on the bus, Greyhound bus, and also started cannibalizing him. Now, every single recount that I've read, every single story that I've read, sort of they're pretty biased. All they can think about is the victim, the person who died, and that generally is the case with any kind of media. They never kind of try to sort of see the person for who he truly was. He was a guy who had mental illness, and as his doctor said, as the doctor said, like, he had voices in his head that told him to actually kill this guy because this guy was a force of evil, and he was literally under the influence, you may say, but under the influence of schizophrenia. One thing that is neglected, like that nobody in the media even dare to mention, is the fact that he was actually denied access to his medications. His benefits had run out, so he could not get the medications. So this guy's name was Vince Lee. He has since changed his name, like the person with schizophrenia, and like every media source, just like with 10 years after, like, all they really focus on is this victim, the guy who died, he had a kid who was born 5 months later, and the kid will never know his dad, or they may focus on the people who witnessed it, which is fair, like, definitely, like, shed light on them. A lot of people who witnessed it developed PTSD. The bus driver developed PTSD as alcoholism and a lot of rage issues. Like, absolutely understand that, but I mean, I think that with any given situation, regardless of how heinous the deed is, always look at both sides of the story. And anybody who's been watching the media, I've been touting this ever since 2020, when November 3rd, 2020, when the election for the United States happened. Like, the media was completely distorting every single story, and it's the reality of the fact is, media will only fit their own narrative. It's like, if you watch, like, say, Fox News, you're getting a right-wing narrative. You're only hearing maybe bad stuff about Biden. I mean, and then if you watch CBC, you're only getting a left-wing approach. Now, personally, I hate the CBC for pretty much everything. It's redundant. It does not have any important information. For example, when I called them back in January 2020 and said, so coronavirus, that's what I was calling it then, not COVID, but there was a flight from Iran which got shot down. Now, I mean, we are talking about that, but I mean, are you not talking about the fact that Iran has a lot of positive cases of coronavirus, and then maybe that since flights are incoming, we could have coronavirus in Toronto and other parts of Canada? They pretty much just said, go home, little boy, you don't know what you're talking about. Now, I believe I must have mentioned this in another video, I don't remember. I mean, it's almost 5 a.m. Yeah, like, I really hate the CBC, and I'm really not liking how the media keeps distorting things, and it is just reality. But in short, like, what I was trying to really say is this man with schizophrenia who committed the murder, he's got to live every single day with remorse, feeling like a monster. He had to change his name because he just couldn't handle living with this past, but he's always every single day he's going to think about what he did, and yet he's always going to be seen as some sort of monster by people. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching.